What's going on? I'm out here, freaking Bay City. Looking at Saginaw Bay here. Look, there's the full moon. It looks really interesting at night. But it's even more interesting than that. I just watched this documentary called Wicked Bay City. Because I've been noticing a lot of people, man, saying that they're haunted here, right? Driving through. I mean, some of these houses were literally made in the 1800s, man. But if you just look at the layout of the city and who was here, man, you had the train people here, and they were old school extortioners of the public, man. Like people say, the people who made America great. They really didn't. These were like, that's like saying the drug dealers of LA made the city great. It's something like that. It's equivalent, because these are just people who pimped the system and exploited, like the same thing. It's like, come to find out, the guys who made the railroad were working with the East Indian Trading Company, where they were human trafficking Chinese to America to build the railroads, and then they had opium dens to get all the money back. And it come to find out, this was a lumber colony where you had all these people that were in on the scheme, where there's all these out-of-towners would come in to work. And not only did they own the jobs, but they also owned the saloons. They owned all the shops. And it's like you ain't making it out of here. All the gambling, all the liquor, all the poontang, because believe it, they were selling the poontang too back then. And they were all complacent in it, the whole town, I mean, it's funny, man, how in on the crimes, man, how the local politicians have always been in on it. And not only that, they have backing of rich people, industry people, who are complacent and screwing people over in a way. It's in a way of tricking you into thinking they're helping you, but really they're helping themselves, and you're helping them take out your own resources. It's like, basically, in a way, they're taking your resources and selling them back to you and saying they're providing you a service when you never. Look at all the mosquitoes. You know what I'm saying? It's just a big, complicated hustle, man. And what's weird, there was a place called Hell's Half Mile. And it's like, so certainly this area, and look, there's a plaque right here, and it talks about the Sauk Indians. And I just, sure enough, watched another video about the mounds around here. And there's mounds here, there's mounds in Flint, I'd imagine there's mounds probably all over the state of Michigan and other the surrounding states as well. But yeah, they were exterminated by the Indians here and then sent away to another tribe, and they'd never regain enough people to be considered a people anymore. But they must have did something. They must have done something, you know what I'm saying? But you know, there's probably fierce competition for these resources around here too. But I mean, back in those days, there's plenty to share. But don't know, I wasn't there. But it's interesting. So there's literally mounds here, Indian burial mounds. There's system-wide corruption. They were exploiting child labor. Yeah, so I'm sure there's all kinds of hauntings. And big money was in on it. These are the same people that started the first 5 Ivy League colleges through pirate money, dude. Through crime, man. Loopholes in the system, legalese.